people who I met on the POG website.
Some of them, not all of them.
Some I already know.
Tammy Roach, Belfry, Ohio.
John Penton, Amherst, Ohio.
My name's Mike Scholl, and my parents had a dealership about 10 minutes from here in a little town like Lithopolis. So just joined the group and appreciate everybody. I brought some memorabilia with me. Said we'll share it right now. And I brought some slides from Paul from the 1968 Trans Am motocross that they were talking about on the website. So I brought them along, and if we have time, I'll have them for you. But again,
you guys also sell Huskies?
Yes, they were Husky Penton.
I actually have one in my garage that we bought from you guys.
There you go.
So, anyways, yeah, I do have I have a fleet of Huskies, and I have a little 100 Berkshire now that I'm restoring, and that'll be for my girls if they decide to race. And I'm 46, and I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, so I know
something still works.
Randy Kirkbride from Zanesville.
Zach Bohr, Amherst, Ohio.
I'm Jeff Bohr from Amherst, Ohio.
No, I am standing up. Harry Hex from Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I would like to say that what was it, a month ago, we lost a former Penton dealer. An old Penton dealer, Henry Carlisle from Bowling Green, passed away.
Dick Newman, Saranac, Michigan.
Bruce Herbison, Stanton, Michigan.
Pat Herbison, Stanton, Michigan.
John Albanese. I used to work for Fred Ford, and also good friends with Jim Hollerick.
Jim Hollerick from Massachusetts.
Mike Winter from Newton, Illinois.
Bob Wardlow, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
David Lade, I'm also from Sandwich, Mass.
Tommy Garrett, Taskell, Ohio, former Penton employee back in the early 70s. I'm probably the only one here that's going to a motorcycle race tonight. My youngest son Craig's racing down the old Ohio Expo Center. Arena Cross or Supercross.
I can't get home. Maybe we'll all go.
Good idea.
Cool. Thank you. There's someone I'd like to bring up. We got more? Okay.
Go ahead, Kip.
Kip Kern, Marion, Indiana.
Jim Bohr, Amherst, Ohio.
John Bohr, Amherst, Ohio.
Awesome. Bill Smith. Okay.
I talked to Ozzie Schofield this week, and he's still fighting some pretty serious health things, so we should remember him.
Thank you. I'd like to ask someone. No, I don't know. Everybody sign the book? Or sign in? Like everybody sign in? I'd like to ask Jim Hollerick to come up. Jim, can you make your way up here for a minute, Buzz?
Yes.
How many folks in here went to the 2003 ISDT reunion ride up at that beautiful farm in Massachusetts? The beautiful museum. This gentleman is the owner of the farm and the owner of the museum and made the trip down. And we're really glad to have him here. And I'd like to ask Jim to just tell us a little bit about his museum and about what all he's doing up there.
Well, I started a trail bike museum years ago. Figured people would come to visit. Local people. Local people don't come. People from all over come. All over the country. Even had people from Europe come. And it turned out fantastic. I got maybe 100 restored bikes. 83 OSAs, because I counted them. And I have a nice Penton that the whole Penton family signed, which is one of my treasures. Anybody's welcome to come and stop in anytime. I'm retired now, retired farmer. My brother runs the farm now and does all the work. I pass it on. I thank you very much for all the shirts that everybody's wearing from the reunion.
How many motorcycles do you have in your museum total?
Almost have 100. Yeah.
And the farm up there, now how long has that been in your family?
Since 1924.
Okay. And you have a door, it's your wall of fame, you call it, that people sign. And who are some of the most famous people you have on there?
Malcolm Smith, Rolson, Penton, Penton signed it.
And did Mr. Bulto visit your museum?
Yes, he was there, yeah.
And what did he think of the whole deal?
He thought it was great.
That's awesome.
And Nick Andrews, he was there. And there is talk about having a Yankee reunion, or Yankee night. It's just talk. Turns out.
How come you have so many Osas?
I used to race in girls, and that was my favorite. Started collecting them, and they just sort of came. A lot of people donate.
What about cheaper Pentons, aren't they?
Happy years of production. Like 83 of them. Well,
Yeah.
75, 76 was a super pioneer, which was really great for girls. And I got 11 of them.
Wow.
How many cows?
100, a little over 100.
Cows, well, and 4 labor cows.
Yeah.
Quick,
I was gonna catch them on it.
I remember the farmer's been in since 1924,
Yeah.
produced milk,
Yeah.
and it's gone out every day without fail. No matter what happens. Fire, death, flood.
a quick story, Judy and I had to run up to Albany to pick up a jack piner, and I called Jim once we got up there, and it's kind of a neat triangle. You have Schenectady, New York, which is where the Osas came from, up where Paul Standard lives in Vermont, and down to where Jim is right there, Cheshire, Massachusetts. It's all kind of pretty close to each other. So I called Jim and asked if there'd be a chance to stop down. Well, he was heading up to New York to pick up a motorcycle and was going to be gone the weekend. But he said, I'll just let the door open. And it's like, no, don't do that. There's this beautiful museum with all these motorcycles in. Well, it turns out his sister-in-law lives right next door. And he had it all arranged. We stopped, you knock on the door, and a wonderful gal comes out and gives you the key, and you unlock, turn on the lights, and go in. It was absolutely fantastic. And I want to thank you again for that and for hosting the reunion ride.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.